At L&M Fine Jewelry, we hand select our diamonds to give you the very best prices possible. Monty knows a great deal when he finds one. Find your great deal at L&M Fine Jewelry.
Your diamond destination.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. I appreciate you guys for tapping into yet another breakdown. It was a great weekend in college football. If you guys were watching college football this weekend, you probably noticed quite a few upsets. One of those being the number 8 ranked Grizzlies hosted Weber State at home, and they took an unfortunate loss. Now, something I mentioned about this game prior to the game, if you watch my Tuesday videos, I'm not dropping a Tuesday video this week. I just now am getting back from my brother's wedding this weekend, so I'm not going to be dropping a Tuesday video this week. I'm doing this breakdown, but I also started Under the Helmet with Samuel Akem, presented by Skyline Sports at the press box. Each week, I'll be sitting down with the Grizzly running backs, talking to them, finding out a little bit about their stories. You guys can come to the press box and catch it live, or you guys can watch it be played back on my channel every week. The audio will also be put up on Skyline Sports, so many ways where you can get that, but that'll be something that I'm endeavoring in. Not that the Tuesday videos are going away, just have to find a different way to get those done, because we're going to be doing those on Sundays. Today's Monday. I'm actually recording this Weber State breakdown. So yeah, changing up the schedule a little bit, but adding a new show into the repertoire. This one will have Grizz players included. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But we're talking about the Weber State Montana game. Weber State, Richie Munoz was 19 for 28, 364 yards, 6 touchdowns. That was like a Weber State record. I don't know when the last time somebody did that was. I think I saw it was like in the 1900s. I think it might have been like 1985, 1990 something, but it was a long time since somebody had done that at Weber State. Their running backs really didn't go crazy. Their leading rusher, Davion Godley, number 27, had 7 carries for 97 yards. Bankston, who's really their better running back, had 17 carries for 67 yards. So maybe an effort from the Grizz there to stop him. Where they really made their bones was on the receiving end of things. Jacob Sharp, number 14, 5 receptions, 152 yards, 30 yards a catch, and 2 touchdowns. Jaylene Record had 3 receptions, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. They went absolutely ballistic. So we're going to be breaking it all down. Honestly, the Grizz offense had a really good game as well. Logan 530 for 41, 344 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nick Osmo was 12 carries, 71 yards, no touchdowns. Eli Gilman had 12 carries, 69 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also had 2 catches for 79 yards and a touchdown. Keelan White had a career game, 11 receptions, 163 yards and a touchdown. All of this happened, but unfortunately the Grizz lost 55-48. So we're going to be breaking down the highlights from this game and seeing where things went wrong for them. Make sure you guys hit the like, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys leave me a comment down below of what your thoughts were of this Montana and Weber State game, and we will get straight into it. Okay. To start the game, we are going to get a drop back pass from Logan Fife. He's going to hit Keelan White down here on the slant route at the bottom of your screen. Really good catch, really good ball on 3rd and 5. Not really to start the game, but the first 3rd down of the game for Montana. They started off with the ball. They get the slant route to Keelan, and he gets really good yardage on 3rd and 5. So really good start from the Grizz. Start there on 3rd down. You got a 1st and 10 coming up. Xavier Harris in motion and pin action out here. So you're pinning these guys down with the tight end. You're pulling your tackle around and pitch out to like he's gonna walk these on showing some of that explosion. I don't know why I'm putting these through. Let me let the plays play through. But sorry for doing that. Let's go back to that Keelan White catch. So you're gonna get Keelan White at the bottom of your screen here on the slant. He's gonna catch the slant. Really good ball from Logan Fife. He had another ball like this later in the game where he kind of fit it over the defensive back's hands. It was really a linebacker, but where he fit it over the defender's hands, and it was a really good catch. You see he's chirping at Xavier here a little bit, talking a little bit. But here you go. You're going to get the pin and pull here to Eli Gilman. Really good play. You like this play because it's man coverage. So the reason you know it's man coverage is Zero is running with Xavier Harris. They have everybody down on the line of scrimmage, pinning those guys out. They get good blocks. Really good block right there from Pamphilov, and another good block from your center here. Trying to get upfield. He didn't really touch anybody, but Eli Gilman's off to the races. Really, really good start for the Grizz. They've looked really good offensively lately. That hasn't been one of their problems offensively. It's really been defensively where they haven't really been able to figure things out. And that continued in this game against Weber State. So to start the game, they're going to get a fade route to their receiver here at the bottom of the screen. Really looks like an RPO. Looks like they have a power on. So you see this guard pulling around like power, and the quarterback's going to pull it and throw it on the back shoulder fade, and he just out jumps Trevin Gradney for the catch. Really, really good play here. Really good ball from Richie Munoz with Riley Wilson in his face. Great spiral, really good ball. Really, really good ball there. That looks really good. Looks really good. Here you go. 1st and 10 coming up, 12 minutes to go in the first quarter. Looks like a little play action. Looks like they're trying to set up this screen to their running back, number 1, and they're not going to be able to get it to him. Unfortunately, the Grizz had people in his face. He was trying to get it to Bankston, but Bankston is going to make his fair share of really big plays in this game. So, just wait and see for that. He's going to make some big plays. Looks like we got a little scuffle going on here. Man, it's a lengthy scuffle. Unsportsmanlike on the Grizz. Not good. 1st down. Here you go. 2nd and 11 coming up for Weber State. Looks like the Grizz are going to rush 5. They have 4. Looks like they have, like, they're trying to show that they have 4 on the line of scrimmage, 2 backers, and 4 defensive backs. 5 defensive backs because there's a receiver down here. And they're rushing 4 and getting it out to the receiver on the quick out. So he's running the quick out right here on Kershawn Gordon. Kershawn Gordon doesn't get his head around. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. Munoz gets the ball out really fast. Kershawn Gordon's not in position, and it's off to the races from there. Not even a missed tackle, just, not great in coverage up here from Kershawn Gordon. Never really got hands on him. Richie Munoz honestly put a pretty good ball on him to allow his receiver, leave it inside, allow his receiver to turn upfield and get more after the catch. And more after the catch he got. He ends up in the end zone, tying the game up really fast for Weber State. Really fast for Weber State. Here you go. The Grizz got the ball back, dropping back, getting the ball once again to Keelan White. Keelan White, like I said, had a really, really strong game, his best game of his career. Looks like he's running a curl here. Can't really see the top of the route, but it looks like a curl to me. Maybe even an in route. Might be an in route, but it looks like a curl because they got the flat, the horizontal stretch here. You got your tight end on a seam route running through that over the top coverage, and then Keelan White sitting down in that hole vacated by that curl flat defender. By that curl to flat defender due to the horizontal stretch down there. I think that's Junior Bergen on that flat route right there. Either way, good catch once again on 3rd down for the 1st down. Really good job there. 3rd and 10 once again for the Grizz coming up. A lot of 3rd and longs here early on in this game. They get it off to Junior. It looks like the cameraman was confused, but they're not going to get the 1st down. I think a lot of times when you call these screens on 3rd down, you're anticipating the blitz. They did not blitz. They're sitting back watching this, so they have eyes on it. And, cameraman's not got a great angle on it, but they didn't get much yardage on it. Weber State was very hip to it, and Montana's going to punt it away. Weber State's got the ball back now on a 2nd and 8. They're going to hand it off to Davion Godley, who ended up being their leading receiver, 7 rushes, 97 yards, 13.9 yards a carry. And this is something that the Grizz have really struggled with this year. Missed tackles have really been a serious problem for them. I mean, you got one-on-one with Trevin Gradney. This is what you want. This is what you want. This is the plays that you got to make. He does not make that tackle. And then Kershawn Gordon, you're next. I mean, you got to make this tackle right here. He doesn't. And Davion Godley is off to the races. Really, really strong run for Godley there. And he gets them deep down into Grizzly territory. But this is all started right here. This could have been stopped for a gain of 3, 4, maybe 5 maximum had you made this tackle. You really need to make this tackle. These are the tackles that the Grizz defense was making last year. And as we see right here, they're not making them right now. They're not making them. And that is some of the problems that you see with this defense. Missed tackle right there. Missed tackle immediately after, and he's off to the races. Off to the races. Really devastating right there in terms of the Grizz defense. I'm not a defensive coach. I'm not a defensive player. I don't know how you fix that. I don't know what you say to your defense to get that fixed. I don't know what you practice. I mean, obviously you practice tackling, but I don't know. It's definitely a serious problem that the Grizz are facing. Coverage and tackling are 2 of the biggest problems for this Grizz defense right now, and it definitely needs to be fixed. Definitely needs to be fixed. Here you go. They're giving it off to Bankston, who's almost going to get in the end zone. He gets stopped at the 1 yard line, but really good run to get down in there. So it looks like an inside zone run. They're just washing everybody down. He bounces it out. Really good block by this. Was this the guard? This might be a tackle. Really good block. Gosh, you can't see where the ball's at. This is tackle. Tackle getting up to the second level, getting on that backer. Doesn't really put too much hands on him, but he opens up the window for his running back. Really good job there. Good tackle there from the Grizz defense to stop him short of the line, short of the end zone. But still a really big run play for Weber State to get them down in there. That brings up, so I guess they got a 1st and goal. I don't know so much what happened in there, but they get a 1st and goal. Must have had a penalty. A penalty must have happened, and then they must have false started or something to get them to go back 5 yards. Either way, they get in the end zone. Really good play right here to the on the man beater. You get man. All you got to do is block the man who's over the guy who's over the tight end. So man. He's over the tight end. He's going to peel out with the tight end. Oh, not even him. I think that's Krishan Gordon in there. Krishan Gordon inside here who's manning him up. He tries to peel. Really a rub. He didn't catch it behind the line of scrimmage, so that's really offensive pass interference. They didn't call it. He gets in the end zone. Yeah, these guys are all blocking downfield. You really run these plays because if he catches it behind the line of scrimmage, it's not offensive pass interference. He catches it in front of the line of scrimmage. So technically, this is offensive pass interference. They didn't call it. They get in the end zone. It's a really good schemed up play to beat man. Really, really good job to beat man. Right here, Montana's got the ball back in very, very friendly territory. I think Junior Bergen had a pretty strong kick return right here to get them, pretty deep into or, towards midfield. And on 2nd and 2, Eli Gilman's going to look like he can break this out. They got everybody close to the line of scrimmage. Look like they're playing man on the outside down here. Look like they're really making a concerted effort to try to stop the run. The Grizz have been running for a ton of yardage prior to this game. 3 straight games actually rushing for over 300 yards. And Weber State seems they're trying to stop it. Also, it's 2nd and 2, 2nd and short, so they're trying to keep a lot of hats towards the line of scrimmage. That doesn't stop Montana from getting the first down, though. Drop back pass for Ayat. You got Ayat in the game, and the pass is going to get batted down by the defensive lineman right here. Really good job of him getting his hands up. They wait for the quarterback to separate his hands from the ball, and right there, just like that, you see him get the pass batted down. So you actually had, they're in empty personnel here. You actually had Eli Gilman coming down here on and under. It looked like he was going to be open. But he looks like he was trying to get it to Junior Bergen on what seems to be an inside slant here. Definitely looks like an inside slant. Maybe it's a zero beater potentially. Not even a zero beater, but not a zero beater. It's not zero coverage. Disregard what I just said. But it was going to be a tight window for sure. It got batted down though. Brings up 4th and 6. They're going to go for it on 4th and 6. Now this is something you've seen from this Montana offense a ton lately. I think it has something potentially to do with their defense. You want to score as much as you can, and when your defense isn't playing the strongest, your offense is going to have to put up a lot of points. So if you watch that Eastern Washington game back, Montana went for it a ton, and if you watch this game back, Montana's going to go for it a ton also. So going for it on 4th and 6. Prior to this game, I believe Montana was 11 for 13 on 4th down, if I'm not mistaken. They had gone for it on 4th down more than most teams in the country, and their percentage was higher than most teams in the country. They were up there within that top 15, top 10, I think, maybe even top 5 in 4th down conversion percentage prior to this game. Their numbers kind of fell after this game, but they were looking pretty good. He's going to get pressure on the outside here. Tackle's going to get beat around the edge, and that end is going to get a hand on the ball. They ran this stunt. So actually that's a defensive tackle getting in there. They ran this stunt and they really picked up the stunt. He just really needs to get a better set. Taking that one step inside is really what got him. He stepped inside right there. He's beat. That guy's going to be able to capture the edge on him. And he does, and he makes an effect on the ball. Really good job for the Weber State defense right there to get off the field on 4th and 6 with a 7-point lead already. So 3rd and 28 coming up for Weber State. They're going to hand it off to their running back, and he's going to get tackled after gaining about 5 yards. They're going to give the ball back to Montana. You got 27 seconds left in the first quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up for Montana. Fife is going to keep the ball. Logan Fife is going to keep the ball and get close to first down yardage. Close. Very, very close. There you go. Going for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, Fife slipped a little bit right there. Right out the gate. Trying to go for it on 3rd and 1. on the QB sneak, and it looks like he got there. And they gave it to him. 2nd and 6 coming up. 20 personnel. 20 personnel right here. So 22 backs. No tight ends, 3 receivers. Even though he's a tight end, he's in a fullback position right now. 20 personnel. We're going to hand it off to Nick Osmo on what looks to be a stretch outside zone type play, and he's getting really good yardage on 2nd and 6. Really good job there from Nick Osmo. Good blocks up here from your guys up front. Really good blocks. Getting up to that 2nd level, and Nick Osmo making a guy miss for the first down. Really, really good job. 3rd and 6 coming up for Montana. Dropping back for Fife, and he gets the ball really tight. This is a really good play. So you're going to try to run the spacing concept. You're trying to run the spacing concept, and the way you're getting into it, they get to this a lot of different looks. I like how they're getting to this look. You bring the H receiver, the Y receiver, H receiver. I believe this is your H receiver. I think that's Xavier Harris. You bring him on the horizontal stretch. So the jet motion, you get him across the formation. He's your horizontal stretch. You then sit these 2 tight ends down in these spacing zones. So spacing. They're supposed to get 5 to 6 yards down the field, basically get to the first down. It's a really good 3rd and medium call, like they call it on 3rd and 6 right here. And Fife kind of pumps it. It wasn't really super open right here. Like, they're not super open right here. You don't really like that window. You necessarily don't like that because he's sitting right there. You act like you're going to run, let things space out a little bit. Now he's wide open, and you get the ball to your guy, Evan Schaefer, for the first down. Really good job there from Fife. Really good play call. Really good time to play call. 3rd and 9 for Montana coming up. Drop back pass for Fife. He's going to get it off to Junior Bergen. Film is a little choppy here, but he's running just a whip route down here on the inside. He gets the ball into his hands. Doesn't do much after it on 3rd and 9. Trying to see what route concept they had on behind it. Can't really see it. Can't really see the route concept. But the point is, he's not going to get the first down. Not going to get the first down. Montana's going to kick the field goal, and their guy is going to knock it through to make it a 14-10 ball game with 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. So this is kind of one of the plays that was a difference maker in the game. This is not something, the special teams for Montana, Coach Houck has admitted that the special teams for Montana this year has not been strong. It's not been strong. It's not been great. And right here is where you're going to see the epitome of that. Montana does not give up kickoff return touchdowns, no matter what. And if you watch a lot of the games this year, they've been giving up a ton of yardage on kick return. And if you see right here, just a guy on the ground, not really getting touched, but falling over himself on the ground. Then another player trying to jump over him. And that is like the difference in this return right there. Making somebody miss right here, a decent block right there, making somebody miss, a missed tackle, but just not very lane disciplined here. Like, everybody is on top of each other. He's right behind. You should never be standing right behind somebody. You're standing right behind somebody, you're not lane disciplined. You're supposed to maintain your lane. He honestly should stay out here and maintain his lane. He should stay right here and maintain his lane. So really, this guy got out of his lane, and that opened up the window that we saw. And this also didn't help. These 2 guys falling down didn't help as well. But it's just not great. The Weber State kick returner capitalized on it and let his speed do the rest to take him to the house. Just not a great look from this Montana kickoff return defense and kickoff team, actually. And it's a 21-10 ball game with 10.5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Not great looking for Montana so far in this game. Then get it off to Keelan White on the quick screen, the now screen. Actually, they brought him in motion. Really like this look, the way they got to this. So they brought him on a pre-snap motion, probably from this side of the field all the way out here. You got your tight end out here, and now he's going to end up being a lead blocker for you. And this is a really good first down run. I mean, you know, this is 1st and 10. I remember Coach Pease used to always tell us on these, get 5. Get 5. That's a good first down run. He gets 13 on this. That's a great first down run. Really, really good job. 3rd and 17 for Montana. They've had a ton of 3rd and longs in this game so far, what we've seen early on in this cut up. And Aaron Fonts is going to take a really, really big hit right here on the under. Really big hit down here. He's running the under, catching it. So they're blocking for him. You see how he's trying to stay behind the line of scrimmage and catch it behind the line of scrimmage, because these guys are already downfield blocking. They're just trying to get blocks in front of them. It's really good recognition from this guy. You would honestly love, I think that's Eli Gilman. That's honestly his block. That's his block right there. He's got to get that. That is the difference in that play. So You don't have, everybody's covered up here. Covered up. If he's covered up, Aaron Fonts catches this. Hopefully he gets him covered up. But you got to have a hat on a hat, because honestly, you're probably anticipating man here. That's probably another reason why you run this. It looks like they ran a cover 3. Either way, though, you had a hat on a hat. You got to get this blocked. That's the difference maker. And, at least give yourself a chance. They don't get a chance, and he actually loses yardage on it. So, really good play for that Weber State defense. Tough play for Montana. Really tough play for Montana. 2nd and 5 coming up. 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Drop back pass for Richie Munoz, and he's going to find his receiver downfield. I wish we could see the route. We don't have all 22, but just a fade route down here at the bottom. Trevor Gradney gets beat, and the receiver, number 14, can't remember his name, Jacob Sharp, is going to walk into the end zone. Really, really big time play. This Weber State offense is looking really, really good. Richie Munoz is looking really, really good. And this was what was mentioned about this defense. If in this Weber State game, I thought Montana could win, but the difference between them winning and not winning was going to have to be their defense being able to get some stops. It almost caused them to lose against Eastern Washington, and in this game we saw it cost them in the Weber State game. So very devastating to see Montana give up some of these plays. These aren't some of the plays that you see them give up a ton all the time, especially on a Coach Houck coach defense. But it was Weber State's day on Saturday. It was definitely Weber State's day on Saturday. Here you go. You're gonna get the split zone right here, handing it off to Nick Osmo, and he's getting really good yardage on 1st and 1. Really good yardage. I think he got about 10 yards there on 1st and 1. 9 yards on 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Excuse me. Drop back play action pass here for Logan Fife, and he's getting it on the fallout route to Keelan White. They don't necessarily make a concerted effort to get guys the ball in the offense, in the Coach P's offense that they run. There's never, sometimes there's plays that are drawn up for certain players. You want certain guys, like you're going to see a route later on in this game that is drawn up for Keelan. He runs it the best, and they're calling it because they want him on the route. But a lot of times there's not all that, there's really just general reads where you're looking for players. But it seems like Logan Fife and Keelan White are developing sort of a relationship. Keelan White hadn't really broken out until last week when Logan Fife got his first start. Keelan White had 7 catches for 75 yards. This week, take it even further, Keelan White had 11 catches for 163 yards. I don't know what the relationship is there with Logan Fife, but Logan Fife definitely seems to feel very comfortable throwing Keelan White the ball, and Keelan White definitely seems very comfortable catching the ball from Logan Fife. And he's had a couple of good games. Although it was in a losing effort, Keelan White was a big reason why. Keelan White was a really big reason. He had a really, really good game. Really good game. And that was a good catch. That was a good play right here. You see him kind of slip on the route at the top, on the fallout route up here. He slips, but still comes down his stem. I like that he really fought back down the stem. Fight back down the stem, go get the ball, and then take off, get more yardage. Really good job there. 1st and 10 coming up, 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Looks like they're going to hit Keelan White once again. I think he's running a bang route up here. Bang route. Bang route up top. Yep. So you're looking for the bang. 7-step off your outside foot. 1, 3, 5, 7. And give the quarterback your eyes. 7. Good job I like how Logan Fife, so there's one high safety up here. I don't know if this contributed to the safety not 100% being over there, but Logan Fife is going to look this way initially and get back to Keelan White. That might have held that safety to save Keelan White from taking a big hit, but maybe even saving that safety from picking that off because the safety is back here reading the eyes. Weber State's going to run a cover 3 here, so this defensive back is in a third. You got one high safety and then a third down here, and then some hooks. They're also bringing a blitz as well, so they're blitzing this guy down here. Curl flat, hook, no curl flat back here. So when you run a blitz, you have to sacrifice a zone. That curl flat back there is the zone because usually in cover 3, there's 3 over top, 4 underneath. Right now they have 3 underneath because of the blitz. So 3 underneath defenders, 3 over top defenders. They're sacrificing a zone for the blitz. The blitz ends up being picked up and the pass ends up being caught. Really good job from the Montana offense right there. Really, that's a good looking play right there. Here you go. 1st and goal, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. They're going to hand it off to Nick Osmo, and he's going to get close down in there to maybe the 1 yard line. Here you go, the split zone. I think they actually meant to Akem because they've ran this quite a bit last year or this year. This is actually the same play that Ayat scored on multiple times during the Moorhead State game, I believe it was, where he ends up hitting this end man on line of scrimmage, but I think that end man really ran into him because I think he's trying to arc around and be the lead blocker because they can hand it off, but it's meant to look like split zone except for the tight end is going around as the lead blocker. He doesn't end up having to do anything. Logan Fife gets in for the touchdown. Really, really good job there. That, makes it a 28-17 ball game with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Handing it off to not Bankston. That is Godley. Is his name Godley? Godley. That's not even Godley. That is Adrian Cormier. Adrian Cormier gets upfield for the first down. Really, really good job right there. Good blocks. Looks like they're running a little power. Inserting that guard H power. Might even be guard H counter. Guard H counter is really what it looks like. And GH counter, what people call it. But really good run for the first down for Weber State on 2nd and 6. 3rd and 10 coming up for Weber State. Montana looks like they're in a 3 cloud. So 3 cloud weak side of the field. You got 3 receivers to this side, counting the running back, 2 receivers to this side. You go cloud down here, third, and a third. And it's 3rd and long. So this is a really safe coverage to run on 3rd and long. And it works for Montana. Hayden Harris ends up getting there on the rush. And he gets the sack fumble. Really good rush from Hayden Harris. And he gets the ball out. And he ends up recovering the ball. Really good job. Hayden Harris has had a really big season. Now, this is one of the rare sacks that Montana gets. I think they get a couple, maybe 2 or 3 more sacks in this game. But they haven't been creating a ton of pressure on quarterbacks. They haven't been getting a ton of pressure in the backfield. And that's something that, they were able to create at a high rate last year. At a very high rate last year. So, 2 minutes to go in the quarter. And they come up with a sack fumble right at the end of the second quarter. A minute to go in the second quarter. They're going to get the ball to Sawyer Racanelli on 3rd and 8. They're going to try to run the screen here. Trying to get the lineman out in front of them, and they fall. So they kind of trip over each other right here. Maybe he gets pushed down by his own guy. Looks like the center here pushes Dylan Botner down. And, they weren't able to get out there and get the blocks. Everybody kind of has a man that all week they've been keyed in on getting. So, Evan Schaefer's guy is his job is the corner. These linemen are getting everybody else. So picking up him. And you really want Sawyer Racanelli to get in the tunnel. That's why it's called a tunnel screen. You want him to get in that tunnel of blocks where you got blockers this way, blockers blocking this way. And there's a tunnel that he's going to run straight up to all the way to the end zone. But it doesn't work out that way. There's a lot of white jerseys around him, and he ends up getting tackled for no gain. Montana's going to go for it. On 4th and 7 with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Fife is going to drop back, and he looks like he has Racanelli open, but he's going to try to scramble it, and he's not going to get there. Another fourth down attempt that is going to be unsuccessful for Montana. Really tough, but just another part of them going for it. I don't know if they could kick this field goal. This is probably would end up being like a 50-yard field goal, so it doesn't justify doing a field goal. You're a little too close. You're kind of in no man's land because you're a little too close also to punt it. Because can your punter really pin it like that? Are they good enough to do that? I don't know. Weber State's not going to chance it. They're going to take a knee right before half and go into halftime with the 11-point lead. So here you go. Weber State starts out the ball because Montana started out with the ball, and they start the half off just getting out leveraged from the jump. So they come down really hard here. Particularly Jackson Lee comes down really hard here to try to make the play on the split zone. It ends up getting bounced all the way out on the inside zone play, and everybody's out leveraged, and Bankston is running for 9 yards on the first play. They gave him 10 yards on the first play of the half. 1st and 10 coming up.
In the Treasure State, University of Montana football is a way of life. Lithia Ford has long been a proud sponsor of Grizz football, and Lithia Ford of Missoula is thrilled to have several of the best Montana football seniors driving the best trucks in Montana. Aspen Sound is the premier car audio and accessory shop in Montana. Aspen Sound makes sure the boys are riding in style with tinted windows and state-of-the-art stereo systems. There's always a party in Montana. Whether you're going to a concert, a wedding, or a football game, the Montana Party Bus will get you there. Skyline Sports and ESPN MT cover the Big Sky with more depth than anyone. Check out SkylineSportsMT.com and tune in to Nuanez Now on 1029 ESPN Missoula every day. My Montana Roots and Wear Your Roots clothing is your go-to spot for the most unique and comfortable lifestyle clothing you'll find anywhere. And get your custom t-shirts to support your favorite player. From 5 local businesses who love Montana, best of luck to the Grizz as they pursue another Big Sky Conference championship.
Naked rollout for Richie Munoz. So you're going to fake it to Bankston, roll out, and you see a receiver on the backside of things, Jacob Sharp, and he's going to make the reception, make a guy miss, and get maybe 12, 13 yards on first down. Really good job. Really, really good job. 1st and 10 coming up for Weber State, and they're going to hand it off to Bankston, who runs for 10 yards on 1st and 10. Really good job. Not that there was any missed tackles on this play, but this is a big time run. I mean, there is a missed tackle right here. So he's kind of getting blocked, but you would love for your guy to come down with that tackle right there. I can't see who that is. I can't see the number. It's kind of hard to see. I think that might be via Cajo, but I can't see the number, so it's kind of hard to see. But a missed tackle right there, and guys getting upfield for really good yardage. Really good job. 3rd and 6 coming up for Weber State. Drop back pass for Munoz. And he's just catching the slant, man. He's not getting contacted at all. No press coverage. He's playing off coverage. Montana's playing off coverage. It kind of looks like quarters. You know, you got your 2 high safeties. They're playing relatively low. They're at like 10 yards. Can't really see what coverage it is, but it looks like kind of like quarters, like 4X maybe. Because it looks like they're playing man here. It looks like he's trying to jump this down here. So I'm not so sure what they're running. Either way, they had a one-on-one route down here, and it ended up being an easy catch for a first down on 3rd and 6. Good job for Weber State. Really good job for Weber State. 3rd and 3 coming up for Weber State. Montana gets a little bit of pressure on them, but they get it off to their running back, Davion Godley, and good tackle right there from Jackson Lee on 3rd and 3. Really, this is a really strong tackle. Really, really strong tackle. Great play to keep him from getting that first down. Really good play. Weber State's going to go for it on 4th and 2. And they're going to run it to Bankston, who's going to get stuffed. Really good stop from this Montana defense. Really, really good stop from this Montana defense. Timely stop when you needed it. They start the half off by getting a good stop. Really good stop. 3rd and 3 coming up for Montana. You're going to get Eli Gilman out down the sidelines, and he's going to make a really, really big play. Great ball from Logan Fife. I mean, Logan Fife has been playing out of his mind at the quarterback position, hitting guys down the field, completing. I mean, Logan Fife has looked really good. There's no surprise why Logan Fife started this week. He has looked really good. You get the ball off to Logan Fife, or you get the ball off to Eli Gilman, who has also looked really good. 4 touchdowns in this game. But Eli Gilman, Logan Fife looked really good. Good stiff arm right there from Eli Gilman. And his legs are going to do the rest. He's going to get in the end zone for, I think this was his 2nd touchdown of the game. Really, really good job. And once again, Eli Gilman only had 14 touches in this game. And he was an absolute difference maker. He's an absolute difference maker for these Grizzlies. And, you know, 4 touchdowns on 14 touches. Almost about 80 plus 70, 150 total yards of offense is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So they're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game, and nobody's open. Logan Fife isn't trying to make a bad play worse, and he just takes a sack. It's not going to hurt anybody. It is what it is. It stays a 5-point ball game. 7.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 3 coming up for Weber State. And it's incomplete. Montana gets some pressure in on Weber State with, that looked to be Ryan Tyrrell. Oh, they called offsides. I thought he was a little early. I don't know about that. I do not know about that play, man. Either way, they got him on the offsides, and it brings up now Weber State's faced with a 3rd and 5. Drop back pass for Richie Munoz, and he's really got his receiver. Looks like Mr. Gradney down here was beat. Can't see the route. Can't see anything that happened down here, but it looks like Trevin was beat a little bit, and they put the ball up. It's a little late, and Trevin Gradney makes the pass breakup. Really, really good job there. 5 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Montana's got the ball back, 2nd and 8. They're going to hand it off to Nick Osmo, who's going to power forward, and unfortunately, I think this might have been, the ball's going to come out, and man, tough right there. So if you watch right here, the ball comes out. It's just tough because he's actually driving forward. A lot of times the refs will blow this dead, but you can't blow this dead. He's genuinely getting yardage, and he was not down. The ball did get ripped out. The ball got ripped out, and man, Keelan White had a hand on it right here, but so did a Weber State defender. Then it's going to get squirted out over here, and Weber State's going to end up with the ball. Make a long story short, Weber State is going to end up with the football. So it pops out right there, rolls out. Guys get hands on it. There's some white jerseys around. There's some maroon jerseys around. Weber State guys end up with the ball. And now you got a 1st and 10 for Weber State, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They hand it off to Bankston, who's going to cut it all the way back and make a guy miss. Man, almost a saving tackle right there from Ryder Meyer, who's back. And he gets close to first down yardage on that. Wow, this cheerleader has no idea how lucky she is. This could have been way worse. She could have broke her leg. You know how many people have gotten hit like this, like legs slid into like this and ended up with a broken leg? She's so lucky. 3rd and 11 coming up for Weber State. They're going to hand it off to their running back, and he's not going to get there. Really good rally tackle for the Montana defense. I'm trying to see the running back's name. Adrian Cormier. Good tackle from Ryder Meyer and Riley Wilson. Really good job. They're going to kick the field goal. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. They're going to kick the field goal and make it an 8-point game. Really good job there. Really, really good job there. Now you got 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Montana's going to run the boot action on 3rd and 1 with Eli Gilman, who they get the ball in his hands. So naked boot here out of, what does it look to be? Looks to be 13 personnel. Boot action out of 13 personnel. 2-man route, 3-man route. So slightly over. You got your tight end, your out end, really like your one of your aides. Corner and Eli Gilman out in the flats. They get it out to Eli Gilman in the flats, who gets really good yardage and the first down. Right there. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Drop back for Logan Fife. Draw play to Logan Fife, who's going to get the first down on 2nd and 10. Really good draw play right here. Really, really good called draw play. Makes the guy in the backfield to get a hand on a miss, and he gets the first down. Good job. 1st and 10 coming up for Montana. Play action. Get it out to Aaron Fonts, who was open now. Really good release. Watch the release here. Get him moving outside, turn his head, and good ball from Logan Fife. Really good ball from Logan Fife. Great job. I think this is an RPO, because if you see the guys, they're blocking downfield. You got a lineman blocking 3 yards downfield, but the ball was already out. Good catch, good route, good release from Aaron Fonts. Really good job right there. Really good job right there. This is a great play. It's a great play. This might be, I think this is 12 personnel. So you got a receiver down here. Can't really see what he's doing, but Aaron Fonts was winning now, and it's really, really good job right there. 2nd and 13 coming up, beginning of the fourth quarter for Montana, and Logan Fife's going to get the ball out to his receiver, and it looks like Aaron Font started to play defense right there, trying to bat the ball away. Kind of looks like might have been worthy of a pass interference, and they did get him for the pass interference. Looks like he's being very physical there. 1st and goal coming up for Montana. They're going to run the T formation, hand it off to Eli Gilman, who's going to bounce it out, and he gets in the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Really, really good job there from Eli Gilman. 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 30-31 ball game for Montana. They're not going to chase the points just yet. and they get to the quarterback. Riley Wilson gets to the quarterback for the second sack of the game for Montana. Really, really good job there. Really good rush there. Riley Wilson gets him working outside. He comes back underneath and makes the tackle for loss. Makes the sack on 3rd and 13. Really good job. This is where Montana defense is best, when they can rush the passer, play coverage. But, you know, at times, rushing the passer has not been super easy for them. But it seems like they got 2 guys to the ball there. You get Anders Learman, who kind of made it there. But Riley Wilson, really, really good rush there. Being very physical, pushing that guard back. Coming back underneath on the spin move, getting the sack. Really good job. Really good job. 2nd and 10 coming up for Montana. 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Pre-snap motion with Xavier Harris. And, man, they get a guy clean in the backfield. Their end, who was clean in the backfield. They called an offsides on Montana that looked very similar to this. But, you know, they're trying to get the quick screen, though, to the receiver out here, Junior Bergen. And they're going to be unsuccessful in trying to get the ball to him now. 2nd and 10. Looks like they did get him for the offsides. They did. That's fair, refs. That's fair. 3rd and 5 coming up for Montana. 12 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Pre-snap motion. They're going to run a quick stick route to their tight end, who's going to get the first down. That being Evan Schaefer. So, no, this is the same concept they ran earlier. Like I mentioned, it's good for 3rd and mediums. They run their spacing concept, so same concept they ran earlier. Bring Xavier Harris on your horizontal stretch. He's going to run the bubble. It's really big for them to understand how he's affecting this route. You need to get out now and get wide and get width to spread the formation out. That's going to open up the window that you see vacated right here. Also, Eric Barker is going to help open up that window too, because you put that linebacker in a bind. You're really trying to influence this linebacker right here. Make him choose one. Whoever he chooses, he's wrong, because hopefully the horizontal stretch is holding this defender who would be on the outside of this tight end. So it's really 3-man route concept. You're working it over 2 guys. This guy can be a factor, but he ends up not playing a factor, and Evan Schaefer gets the catch for the first down. Really good job there. 3rd and 3 coming up for Montana. 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Drop back for Logan Fife. He gets it out to Junior Bergen, who, man, just can't come down with the catch. Looks like a really good route on the slot fade. Honestly, this looks like a one-on-one fade down here, because it looks like they're in 11 personnel. No, it looks like empty, because your running back's out here. So there's definitely a receiver down here outside of him, probably Racanelli or Aaron Fonts. But he's probably running a quick hitch route or a quick stop. They get the slot fade to Junior Bergen. He's got a step. You just got to put the ball on him. The ball was a little too far outside. Maybe Junior could have maybe tried to turn around and catch it like a back shoulder, but kind of seems like that ball might have been coming in from like way over top of his head. So those are some of the hardest catches in football to make. Willie Mays type catches right there. They're going to kick the full field goal on 4th and 3. And they are going to hit the field goal on 4th and 3. Looks to be like a 49-yard field goal. Really good field goal right there. Giving Montana the 2-point lead at 33-31 with about 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Good blitz from Riley Wilson, who's going to get there. That's not Riley Wilson. That's Jackson Lee. So Jackson Lee's going to come in on the blitz, and it looks like he was there. He's not able to bring Richie Munoz down, who puts a good move on him. He gets the ball out to his tight end, who then gets really good yardage. Really good yardage right there. Drops out late. So if you watch him right here, he's going to drop out late. Block down, block down, block down. They're trying to run a naked boot. But Montana calls a really good play. They had their over really here. One of the routes that they could have hit was this over right here. It looks like Montana's in a cover 3. So third, curl flat, 2 hook defenders and a third. These backers happens exactly what you want. They bite on the run. So they're biting on the run over here. All the line is working this way. That's why you want the naked boot, because you want everybody to work that way. You hope this guy doesn't pick up on it. But Montana brings a blitz, so it's not even about the naked boot. The naked boot worked. Everything they wanted to happen happened. They had their guy on the over. It's just that tight end ends up getting left by this backer. You want to wait on him. He trips, and tight end gets really good yardage on 1st and 10. Great job right there.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
2nd and 8. 8 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the game. Richie Munoz is getting the ball off, getting it in his guy's hands, and he gets in for the touchdown. Really good job for Jaylene Record. Really good job. So you watch him right here. He's on number 17. The defensive back for Boyd, I think that's Caden Boyd for Montana, freshman defender. Honestly, it's a really good route from this receiver. He's got heavy outside leverage from this defender, and he still is able to shake him and get outside and make the catch. Really good job there from Record. Great job on the touchdown. Great job. Really good play there. They're going to show the route again. Just gets his hips turned around, and good job of being able to keep your hands off and get the touchdown. They called the pass interference. They're obviously going to decline that. They take the 38-33 lead for Weber State. 5-point lead with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. So in the fourth quarter. So as you see, Montana gets the lead. Weber State immediately answers. Montana makes a good play. Weber State immediately answers. Their defense is, and as you see, like, Boyd hasn't played a ton this year, so I don't know what the decision was to put him out there. I don't know if some of the defenders got hurt. I don't know the thinking on the defensive end, but obviously Montana's trying to try new things, trying to give guys opportunities. Weber State clearly saw that and went right at him with a slot fade on one of their quicker receivers, and it worked out in their favor. Good run from Eli Gilman on 2nd and 1. 2nd and 6 coming up, 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to hand it off to Eli Gilman, and he's going to get good yardage on 1st and 10. Or on 2nd and 6. Really good yardage. Gets about 7 yards on 2nd and 6. 2nd and 10 coming up, drop back pass for Fife. And he's getting it to Keelan White on the screen, on the curl route. Really good job. I mean, this is a concept. This is basically like your curl concept. You see it out of the 3x1 set. Now you just see it in a condensed set. Once again, horizontal stretch. If you watch this channel, you see this all the time. Horizontal stretch, seam through the middle of the field, seam taking that over top coverage out of there. It really becomes a one-on-one with Keelan White and that receiver, and that cornerback. The biggest thing about this route is not the break. The biggest thing at this route is the break. But now the route starts over after the break. You got to get out of that break and be friendly to the quarterback. He does a really good job of getting back down the stem, getting back to the quarterback, making the catch, strong hands catch, and getting upfield. Really, really great route right there. This is really good because this defensive back was right there. Keelan White did a good job of running all the way until there was no space to be had, getting to those sticks as well on a 2nd and long, and getting out of the break. Really strong break right here. Quick break, no wasted movement. Very efficient in the break, getting out of the break, but also watch that foot turn back to the quarterback. That foot turned back to the quarterback. I mean, this is a beautiful route. Beautiful route, and to get the first down, to get upfield and know where you are. That's a great job. No wonder he had 11 catches for 163 yards and a touchdown. Really good job. Once again, you can't really see the route, but another really big play from Keelan White. I mean, dude had a day. Back shoulder fade right there. I think it was a play. I think it was a RPO right here. I think they really had a run on. It might have been a drop back pass, but I got the play late, so you don't really get to see it, but you do get to see kind of the catch down there. Kind of the catch. But it's a really good catch from Keelan White, who had a drive. That drive was heavily influenced by him right there. Here you go. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this drive, and Eli Gilman's going to virtually walk into the end zone. Really good job of setting up this play right here. You see how he kind of leans to the outside. He does a really good job of this. Leaning to the outside. He knows where the hole's at, but juke back into the hole. That was wide open. Really, really good job there. So really looks like a power run play right here. Blocking all these guys down. You're pulling your guard around, and you're inserting that H back in there. They do work, and Eli Gilman is able to walk into the end zone. They're going for the 2-point conversion. They hand it off to Junior Bergen, who gets it and throws into the back of the end zone to, gosh, why do I always blank on his name? Always blank on his name. Find him. It's not even in here because it's a 2-point conversion. It'll come to me. Gosh, why do I always forget his name? My gosh. Olsen. Jake Olsen. Had to see the last name. Jake Olsen on the 2-point conversion. Really good ball from Junior Bergen. Really good play call. And Montana takes a 3-point lead, trying to give themselves that field goal lead. So now they have a 3-point lead. 5 minutes to go in the game. 3rd and 6 coming up for Weber State. Montana just needs to get off the field. They're going to run a cover 3. Their safety is going to vacate the middle of the field. So really, it's not even a cover 3. This looks like cover 10. So it looks like they're confused right here because 2 guys are going to run at the same guy. So you got this end right here who's going to detach and run with that guy, but your one saving grace, your high safety, is also going to run that way. Even another guy down here is running with him. It seems like a lot of people don't know what's going on. You got 3 guys going towards the same guy. 1, 2, 3 guys are going towards the same swing route, which it just seems like these guys aren't on the same page, which completely vacates the middle of the field. You would really love to have your high safety down there to still be on that. I can't 100% tell if this was man. I hesitate to say it was cover 0 because it looks like they're blitzing, and cover 0 or cover 10 usually means your one high safety is really manned up with the running back. So that would make sense why Ryder Meyer was running with him. They're bringing the blitz with everybody in here. These 3 guys are supposed to be going. These guys are supposed to be blitzing as well. Man. And your one high safety has man on your running back. The reason I don't say that's 10 is because a lot of times you only run that in the red zone. But it would make sense why they would run it on 3rd and 6. Either way, you got to have good coverage from your corner, Trevin Gradney. He gives up the slant route right here and then doesn't make the tackle. You have no other safety back there. And the receiver is going to run all the way to the end zone. Jacob Sharp gets another long catch. I think that was the 71-yard touchdown catch right there. Yeah, 71 yards right here on this touchdown catch. Devastating play for Montana. Right when they had just taken the lead, and Weber State goes right back down the field and scores. I mean, this just shows some of the defensive inefficiencies of this Montana team. Very difficult that they are unable to get a stop when they need a stop. But I showed you just right there, it seems like they're not on the same page offensively at all times, defensively at all times, and it creates some major holes in their coverage. Obviously, you'd love if Trevin Gradney could make the tackle on that play and not give up that big play, but after that, there's no help behind him, and I don't know if that was by design based on what Weber State was running, but it really hurt Montana there. Really good scramble right there on 3rd and 6 for Logan Fife to keep the drive moving. 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 45-41 ball game. 2nd and 3 coming up. Logan Fife is going to get the ball out to none other than Keelan White, who had a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. Gets it off to him. Seems like he was running a fallout route on 2nd and 3. He gets it. 2nd and 4 coming up for Montana. Handing off to your running back, getting off to Keelan White. Once again, what did I say about these throws? Get 5. That's a good enough run. He gets the first down. He gets 5 on 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to go. This must have been right after the 2-minute timeout. He's going to hand it off to Nick Osmo, who gets downhill and gets the first down on 2nd and 3. So Montana, offensively, Montana is a good ball team, ball club. They move the ball consistently. They're able to get the ball down the field. They're able to make plays with their weapons on the outside, their weapons at the running back position. They do the job offensively. It's just when it comes to the defensive end of things that they struggle. I think this is the play where they're going to get it off to Keelan White. So notice, Keelan White is in the slot here. Keelan White is an outside receiver in this Montana offense. When he's in the slot, something's happening. So they're going to put him in the slot here. He's going to run the nod route here. Watch the nod route. Fake to the out. Nodding to the out. Getting back inside. He didn't even really, he did shake that safety. I'm not going to say he didn't even really shake that safety, but he's still got somebody. This is a damn good ball from Logan Fife because that linebacker was not shook. That linebacker's got eyes on the quarterback. He's in a hook, so he's right underneath that route. Really good route there from Keelan White, though, on that safety. If you just watch the one-on-one between the safety and Keelan White, damn good route. Really good ball from Logan Fife as well to float it over that linebacker's hand. Just a dot. When you mention like a dot, this is an absolute dot. And based on how that Montana defense has been playing, some would say Montana scored too fast. But they had it's always interesting when people say you score too fast, because it's like there's no guarantee that you're going to score. There's never a guarantee that you're going to score. So when you can score, you score, and put trust in your defense, but you must score when you can score. If you can run time down, sure, obviously that's a consideration. But when you can score, you get in the end zone. Great route from Keelan White. Montana takes the 3-point lead with under a minute to go in the game. So we're going to play the route back right here, really just a throw here, but this is a big backer. This is not a small linebacker. This linebacker seems like he's smaller than this guy. This guy is in good position. He's watching Logan Fife's eyes the whole time, which are looking right directly through that linebacker. And Logan Fife puts let me tell you right now, great catch from Keelan White, great route from Keelan White, but this ball right here is stupid. This ball is so stupid. That is a beautiful pass. Well done, Mr. Fife. Well done. Well done. 3rd and 1 coming up for Montana. Film cut out for Weber State. Weber State's going to get the first down on 3rd and 1. Here you go. 1st and 10, drop back pass for Richie Munoz, who's going to drop back and get it out to your receiver on the fallout route against, I think that was Trevin Gradney down there. So just Montana really having a hard time getting off the field. 1st and 10, chunk play down to midfield for Weber State. 2nd and 10, 29 seconds to go in the game. Richie Munoz is going to roll out. Receiver's going to fall out. I don't know why Krishan Gordon, he just got lost here. The receiver fell out, and good ball from Richie Munoz to the receiver. Jaylene Record. Really good job for the big time reception there. He's going to hustle to down the ball. I think Montana called a timeout in there. 8 seconds to go in the game. They're going to try to get a few more yards before they kick this field goal, and they do. Really good job from Bankston to get the ball and to get out right around the 25-yard line. Got him out of the 26-yard line. They're going to kick the field goal to tie the game and to take it into overtime, and their kicker has ice in his veins. Knocked it right through. Really good job to end regulation. And now they're going to start overtime. Weber State started with the ball in overtime, and the film's going to cut out a little bit. Richie Munoz is scrambling around, getting it to Bankston, and making a really good catch. Really good ball from Munoz on the run. Really good job from Bankston to turn up field and make that catch. That's a really hard throw. Really good catch from Bankston on 2nd and 12. I don't know if that ended up being a first down. It was a first down. Really good job there. Here you go. 1st and goal for Weber State. And Richie Munoz is just going to dirt it. They're trying to get it out to their tight end right here. I honestly don't know who they were trying to get it out to. This honestly might have been grounding. This receiver was not running a route. He was blocking. I think it works because he's an eligible receiver. So it works because this guy was actually eligible. So if the pass was intended for him, he legally could have caught that. He wasn't running a route. He's blocking. And he just threw it in the ground. That's got to be grounding. Can't believe that's not grounding. By rule of the law, it's not grounding, but come on. That's crazy. 2nd and goal coming up for Weber State. They're going to try to throw the fade down here to the receiver, Jacob Sharp, who is one-on-one against, I think that looks like Trevin Gradney. Trevin Gradney gets the pass breakup. Really good job there. They wanted the pass interference there. Very physical, but both receiver and defensive back were being physical with each other. I like the no call there. Great play. 3rd and goal coming up for Weber State. If Montana's able to get a stop here, they can potentially get off the field. Damian Bankston's going to run out of bounds. This is going to be the call of the day yesterday. I don't know why you don't just try to cover him here. I get trying to push him out of bounds. You think that Nolan voids the play, but you got to understand that if you push him out of bounds, he can still come back in bounds. If you push him out of bounds, he can come back in bounds, reestablish, and make the catch. You got to understand football. You have to understand the rules. You have to just cover him. This seems like the easy way out for me. This seems like the easy way out that I'm just going to push him out. And hopefully it invalidates everything. Instead of just covering him and doing your best to stay in phase, stay in. I mean, if you get a PI, you get a PI, but you can't just let him get a free touchdown. I mean, that is devastating right there. That's devastating. It got reviewed. It ended up being reviewed and confirmed as a touchdown. They kicked the field goal. First play of the offensive drive for Montana. I think this is a run play that he is going to try to throw, because you see he just has the bubble on here. He's got the one-on-one fade down here to Keelan, who has had a great game. I'm not mad at this call. I'm not mad at Logan Fife trying to bet on Keelan White. I mean, Keelan White has had a great half of football. He's had a great game. 111 catches, 160 yards, and a touchdown. I'm not mad at this. Your guy doesn't protect. They're blocking like it's a run. They're not expecting him to pass it, especially on this counter run. So counter, I mean, you're pulling your guard around, you're pulling your tight end around. The way your tackle sets, which is Dylan Botner, the way he sets, he gives up that outside window because he's not expecting it to be a throw. He's expecting it to be a run. This is definitely a check that Fife gave to Keelan White before the snap, or this might have been an RPO that was on. They might have had like a hitch RPO on, and it converts to a fade in man coverage. This is a good matchup based on the game that Keelan White has had. This is a matchup that you bet on, and it's a good matchup. This is a good matchup for you. You've been winning on this matchup all day. I'm not mad at this. It's just the play that you have on. You have a counter run on, the way your tackle sets. He's not setting to pass block. And then he ends up giving up the outside edge, not knowing that you're going to be back there pass setting. It gets broken up. You're not able to come down with the recovery. Wow. Now, I will say, Botner fell right on the ball. Somehow it squirted out, and Weber State ended up with the ball. That was my one confusion. I didn't really understand it. Either way, Montana's going to lose the game in overtime at home to an unranked Weber State who just lost last week to McNeese. Tough play, tough game, tough play for Montana. I mean, this is some of the best offense that Montana has played in a long time, and defensively they are just unable to get the stops when they need to. And it's been 2 weeks in a row. They fortunately got the win against Eastern Washington, but this week, unfortunately, they were unable to get the win against Weber State. Montana's going back to the drawing board. They definitely need to figure something out for this defense. It's been a struggle all year for them. I'm not so sure where they go from here, but they definitely need to do some things to clean up some things, and it's got to be fixed, man. It's got to be fixed. So we will look to see what Montana is able to do against NAU. It'll be a ranked matchup. I think Montana's 16. I think NAU somewhere in the top 20 to 25. Like I mentioned, I won't be doing a Tuesday video this week. It was a long weekend for me of travel, and I didn't get back till Monday. And yeah, it's just been a lot going on. The new show, Under the Helmet, you guys can check that out on my channel. You guys can check that out on Skyline Sports. You guys can catch it live every Sunday at the press box at 5:30. We did it at 6 on Monday today, but going forward, it'll be on Sundays. You guys can catch that live. Come check us out. It'll be with all the running backs. Next week, I will have Xavier Harris. I will be interviewing him. It'll be a great video. It'll be a great time. Come check out the running backs. Come get some autographs from them. Come chat it up with us. We're going to have a great time every Sunday, win, lose, or draw. I appreciate you guys for tapping into this channel. Leave a subscribe. Make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure you guys comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this Weber State team. What do you guys think about this Montana team? Where do they go from here? You guys let me know in the comments. I will catch you guys next week. See you later.